Hey everyone, welcome to our Caterpillar March practice video. Now I'm a little closer to the video than I normally am, and that is because I want to explain something on how to read the music. Now to read the music on Caterpillar March, if you can take a look, we have technically 3 lines of the music. Now that might seem confusing because each line has 3 lines, so it might seem like there are 9, but I just want to make sure that you are reading it correctly when I say violin or viola or cello bass 1. So the melody is actually, the melody versus harmony versus the kind of the backup. So we have, this is a viola music here. And so the viola music has viola 1, viola 2, viola 3 on this first line. Now when you're reading viola 1, you actually go all the way to the end of the line and you actually don't go to viola 2 at the end. From viola 1, you go and find the other viola 1, and this applies to violin, cello, and bass. So when you go from the end of viola 1 here, you go to the next viola 1 line, which is the first line of the next group of lines. When you're at the end of this one, you go to the last viola 1 line. See how that works? Now the way it works for viola 2, violin 2, cello bass 2, is if you're doing that middle line here, you, at the end of it, go to the middle line on the next one. And then when you're at the end of that one, you go to the middle line on the last one. Okay? So that's how you read the music. And let's practice some of these parts together now. Okay, so let's do the 1 part. And everyone has the same on the parts that are labeled 1, 2, and 3. So let's do violin, viola, or cello bass 1 together. Let's do that line 1. Are you ready? So we do have some rests, so make sure you're paying attention to how to count those. Ready? Line 1 of violin, viola, or cello bass 1. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was the first line. Now, remember how we said how to read it. Go to the next first line, which is labeled violin 1, viola 1, or cello bass 1. Are you ready? So it should say 5, like measure 5 next to it. There is an E at first, and then some rest. Are you ready to check out that second line? 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So that was that second line of the first part, right? And now I'd like you to find measure 10, which is the third line, but we're still going to do that very first violin 1, viola 1, cello bass 1. Are you ready for it? Here we go. Find that 10. Starts on G. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. Fantastic! So that was the 1 part of the 3 different lines on this page. Let's take a look at the 2 part. Now the 2 part is the other part that has lots of notes. We actually probably won't practice the 3 part together because if you look at it, you just have to do pizzicato. Those are actually almost all open strings really for most of the instruments. So let's take a look at that one. Now remember the second part. Now remember you have to read the second line. So it's the middle line right now. And then you go to the middle line where it says number 5 or measure 5. See how that works? So let's try the first line of the 2 part. So violin 2, viola 2, or the cello bass 2. Here we go. Ready? The middle line, the 2 part. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, let's try the second line of the 2 part, which is where there's a measure 5, and you're in the middle line of that. So it's the 2, violin 2, viola 2, or the cello bass 2. Are you ready? Starts on an A with a pepperoni pizza. 1, 2, ready, go. 2 part is the middle line and find it where it says measure 10. So it starts on a D. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, do this a few more times to be a pro.